When we think about strength, many people imagine power, control, or the ability to overcome others. But in truth, real strength often appears in a very different form. It is the quiet power of a calm mind. A peaceful mind does not shout. It does not need to prove itself. It rests like a deep lake, steady and unmoved, even when the winds blow on its surface. Life always brings change. Sometimes it brings joy, sometimes sorrow. We cannot stop the seasons of life, just as we cannot stop the seasons of nature. But we can choose how we meet them. When the mind is calm, we can stand in the middle of change without being swept away. This calmness does not mean we are weak. It means we are able to face both happiness and hardship without losing ourselves. Think about fire. A flame dances wildly when there is wind, but when it is protected, it burns steadily. The peaceful mind is like that steady flame. It gives light and warmth, but it does not waste energy fighting against every breeze. Many of us spend our days rushing, worrying, and trying to hold on tightly to things that cannot stay the same. In that struggle, we feel exhausted. Yet when we allow the mind to rest in peace, we find a strength that is not shaken by fear or desire. This strength is quiet, but it can carry us through the storms of life. True inner calm is not escape from the world. It is the power to live in the world with clarity and gentleness. It allows us to act with kindness, to speak with patience, and to live without being controlled by endless noise. Uncertainty is a natural part of life. None of us know what tomorrow will bring. We may plan carefully, yet life often surprises us. Some changes bring happiness, others bring challenges we never expected. When we face these moments, the mind often reacts with fear or confusion. We feel pulled in many directions, as if standing on shaky ground. Balance in such times does not come from controlling everything around us. It comes from learning to stand steady within ourselves. Imagine walking across a bridge during strong wind. If your body is tense and you fight the wind, you may stumble. But if you keep your steps steady and your breath calm, you can cross without falling. In the same way, balance in the mind helps us move forward even when life feels uncertain. This balance does not mean that we will never feel worry or sadness. It means that we know how to meet those feelings without letting them rule us. When the mind is balanced, fear can appear and disappear without shaking the whole heart. Sadness can pass through us like a passing cloud, leaving space for the sun to shine again. Many people try to escape uncertainty by holding tightly to their plans or possessions. Yet this often creates more suffering. Balance is not about clinging. It is about learning to be steady while letting life flow as it must. When we accept this truth, the mind grows lighter. With balance, we do not have to fight against life. We learn instead to walk with it. This way of living gives us strength, not only for ourselves, but also for those around us. Others can feel our calmness, and it can help them find steadiness too. In the world today, we are surrounded by sound and movement. The phone rings, messages arrive, traffic passes, and voices call for our attention. Many people live with constant noise, both outside and inside their own minds. In this busy world, silence can feel rare, yet silence is not empty. It is full of strength, and it can guide us back to peace. When we enter silence, even for a short moment, we give the mind space to breathe. It is like setting down a heavy load after carrying it for many miles. In silence, we begin to see more clearly. Thoughts and emotions that once felt tangled start to loosen. We notice the simple things that often pass by unnoticed. The sound of birds, the softness of the air, or the gentle beating of the heart. Silence in daily life does not mean escaping to a mountain or cutting off from others. It can be found in very small moments. It may be while drinking a cup of tea without rushing. It may be while standing at the doorway, simply noticing the sky. These small moments of silence become like fresh water for the mind. Some people are afraid of silence because it feels unfamiliar. They quickly turn on music, television, or conversation to fill the space. But if we learn to welcome silence, it becomes a friend. In that quiet space, we find that the mind itself grows calmer, and the heart grows softer. The strength of silence is not in avoiding life, but in helping us return to it with clearer eyes. From silence, we can meet others with more patience and listen with deeper care. This is how silence becomes a power, not only for ourselves, but for all those we meet. Every day, life presents us with choices. Some are small, like how we spend our morning. Others are larger, like how we respond to hardship or conflict. In these moments, many of us feel the urge to struggle, to fight against what we cannot control. Yet each time we choose struggle, we also choose exhaustion. Peace, on the other hand, is always available, waiting quietly within us. Choosing peace does not mean we give up or turn away from our responsibilities. It means we respond to life with gentleness rather than aggression. Imagine holding a rope in a contest of pulling. The harder we pull, the more the rope cuts into our hands. But if we let go, the pain ends. In the same way, when we release the need to fight against everything, the heart finds rest. Peace is not weakness. It is a different kind of strength. It is the ability to stay calm when anger rises around us. It is the courage to remain kind when others are unkind. It is the wisdom to see that we do not have to win every battle to live well. This choice may not always be easy, but it always opens the door to freedom. When we live with peace, our daily life changes. The meals we share feel warmer. The conversations we have carry more honesty. Even the difficulties we face seem lighter, because we are no longer adding the weight of constant struggle. Peace is a gift we give to ourselves, and also to those around us. In a world filled with conflict, one peaceful mind can shine like a lantern in the dark. By choosing peace, we light the way, not only for ourselves, but for others as well. At the end of this reflection, let us remember that the strength of a peaceful mind is not something far away or difficult to reach. It lives within each of us. It does not depend on wealth, position, or age. It grows quietly, like a seed that becomes a tree. The seed only needs care, patience, and trust in the natural rhythm of life. A gentle heart is not powerless. It has the power to heal wounds, to soften anger, and to bring light where there is darkness. When we live with such a heart, we find that life becomes less heavy. We are no longer trapped by every fear or demand. Instead, we can walk with calm steps, even when the road is uncertain. The world today often tells us that strength means force or control. But when we look deeper, we see that true strength is the ability to be steady, kind, and open. A gentle heart is able to listen without judgment, to forgive without resentment, and to give without expecting return. These are not small things. They are the treasures that make life rich and meaningful. May we all remember this truth as we continue our days. In every small act of patience, in every moment of kindness, the strength of peace grows. And as it grows in one heart, it spreads naturally to others, touching families, communities, and even strangers. Before I close, I wish to express my gratitude. Thank you to everyone who has given support through kind words, thoughtful comments, and the gift of presence. I am also deeply thankful for your likes, your decision to subscribe, your generous super thanks, and your membership. Your support makes it possible to continue sharing these reflections, and I hold this kindness with respect in my heart.